Then Stunnin happens, and your life damn near changes.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
that like?
not overnight. It was like a few months because the money didn't come in for a few months. I was
Yeah.
waiting for the check to go through.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And, like, what was running through your head and all that happened? Like, when
I
that
had
check comes through.
so much anxiety, dude. I was like dying. It was horrible.
Mhm.
The months leading up to Stunning was like the most anxious I've ever been because I like made that song as a joke. Like it wasn't serious. And then every record label, I was like getting in calls with every record label, every manager. I didn't really have a manager at the time.
Mhm.
So I'd be with a record label. They'd be like, publishing, rights, masters. I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. And then I have to go on Wikipedia and be like, what the fuck is any of this shit?
Mhm.
So I was trying to learn all that shit. And at the same time, I was like trying to make the offer go up, you know?
Mhm.
And the first offer I got was like $3,000 or something for the song. And my mom was like, take it. You can pay off your
$3,000.
college loans or whatever. And I was like, oh, man, maybe I should do this because my mom wants me to do it or whatever. But then for some reason, I was like, nah, it could be bigger.
Yeah.
So I just like held off and I just like, you know,
Mhm.
just the money.
Now you're on White Cloud commercials.
No, I'm in a White Cloud commercial.
That's wild.
But I don't know. I think after Stunning, I felt really like scared. I was like, oh my God, this happened and it was an accident and I don't know how to recreate this and everybody's waiting for me and they're looking at me and they want me to do this thing again, but it was like a lightning in a bottle and I was just really scared, you know? The first time I felt confident again is on December, on my birthday, I threw like a listening party for this album that I'm working on called Bad Son. And everybody in the city showed up and we played the album and I was performing and it was just really vulnerable and honest and just like, I was like, oh man, this is important music, you know? Like I have this song called Bad Son where I'm talking about like everything in my life that's gone until now, you know?
Mhm.
And people love that song and just hearing about what I've been through, I guess. So I felt like, oh man, this shit can really leave like an impact on people, you know?
And so you were talking to me about how, like, at that time though, you like dealt with anxiety and depression, stuff like that, and that song comes. How does your relationship with like everyone around you change after that? Friends, family.
Not that much, I think, because, you know, I've always like had, you know, around that time, I mostly just hung out with my family and shit. Like, and I have a few close friends and stuff. Things did change, like music wise, like music friends, because it was weird. I don't want to get into it.
We can cut whatever.
No. I don't know. It was just like some politics and shit just happens, you know, once shit gets big and money gets involved and shit. But it was a confusing time, you know. I might have got lost in the sauce, but now I'm back and
Yeah.
everything is good now.
As Star Killer, so you're like in your new iteration, right? Like you went to the Manic Man, which is in a way like a shift, but not like a major one, because if you listen to your discography, it is like it's fun, it's punk. But
Yeah.
Manic Man, I felt like was like this new entrance of Chris, at least for me.
Yeah.
What drove that?
Well, it's not the first of its kind because I remember I did this song called Psycho Icon right before it. But even then, I released a song called System in 2020, which was like a punk song about like the protests going on in the Black Lives Matter and capitalism and a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm new to this, but I think what happened is like because of Stunning and all the pop songs, it was getting overshadowed by that stuff.
Mhm.
But if you really go back to my discography, you can see hints of this everywhere. You know what I mean? Like Star Killer is almost the same song as System. Like it's the same chord progression, similar drums, similar like. It's like I'm about to fuck the system up. I'm about to fuck. It's the same as I'm moving past the feeling. I'm past. It's like a similar world. You know what I mean?
Was that song influenced directly by that, or were you just in your room one day and you're just like,
It was inspired by some songs I really liked, but I wanted to do a song for performance.
Yeah.
Like I wanted a song, like you know when you go to a party and you're drunk as fuck and you hear "I'm bringing sexy back," woo, and everybody, like all the drunk ass people are like woo. So I wanted a song that like no matter how fucking stupid you are, you can hear it once and be like, oh, I know this song.
Right.
So like Star Killer was like free, 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 free. Woo, woo. So some shit like that is super fun, you know? Like I wanted some shit that like you could play and just like for like fucking 20 years, you can listen to it and just be like, oh man, I feel good. And the verse is about some shit that I went through in my life and it's personal to me, but it's just amazing when it's like, sorry, I'm gonna burp.
no, go ahead.
Ooh,
Good one.
impressive.
Yeah.
Come
good
on,
job.
man.
Nice,
Come on, you
bro.
see it. You see the suit. You see the burps.
Okay.
We doing real business
Hey,
here.
burp economy?
Come on, man. Going up. The
That's
stock's
all
going
right.
up after that. But yeah, it's amazing when a song is like meaningful to you It's fun. It fits the world. You can perform it. You can listen to it. It doesn't make you like. There's so many boxes you got to tick before a song can come out. For me, at least,
Yeah.
And that just like ticked all the boxes. So I was like, oh, fire.
And so you said it's personal to you though. What part of it exactly?
Well, there's like my interpretation of it, which relates to my life, which was mostly just about kind of becoming jaded about the music industry and feeling like, oh, this shit is a game. People don't actually give a fuck. People will say anything to you to get what they want, and it's all fucking made up or whatever. It's just like this jaded look I had, and how I was able to overcome it, and just my own paralyzation with everything going on, especially like because Stunning became so successful so quick that everybody that came after it,
Sharks.
obviously there's like a motive behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess being like such a trusting, naive kid in 2020, and I think going through all the shit I went through for these 2 years, I'm like realizing like, oh, that was crazy. Like now I see it for what it is and what intentions people had possibly, But even then, like it's like a celebration song because now I'm free. I'm feeling great. Like I am in control of my shit. I love what I'm making. I love the direction I'm going. I'm able to be honest again. So
that is like absolutely like the world is yours now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's just a celebration song. And, I might say like, oh man, it was about the industry, whatever. A lot of it was like the self-doubt and paralyzation I had too, where I was like, man, this song is so big. Everybody's watching. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. So I like disappeared for a bit and I didn't know how to deal with all this shit, But now it's kind of like, fuck it, man. I'm going to die. You're going to die. Let's just make some music. Fuck it. Like if it does good, it does good. If it does bad, if you like it, you like it. You don't. Fuck it. It's just I like it. I want to jump around to it. Let's put it out. Let's have fun.
You realize Curtis Waters realized now, right?
Realized?
Like you've realized into like who you are.
Yeah, I think so. But every iteration is real. Like 2020, I was making love songs about my college crush and this and that, and I think it's so sweet and it's perfect for that time at that age. Right now, I'm like, I'm bipolar and I hate the music industry and I'm angry. Like, whatever. Like, maybe in 2 years, I'll get someone pregnant and I'll be like, that was stupid, man. Now I have a baby and now my life is real. And then, I don't know, I'll get tax fraud. I'll be in prison. And I'll be like, no, now my life is real. Whatever. You'll always find a way to discredit some other shit. But I think all the steps I took, I'm very proud to be where I am now. And because that naivety led to this like anger, and maybe this anger will lead me to become a sexy R&B singer.
Yes, sir.
I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.